All right. What's up, everyone? My name is Elijah, and welcome to part one of the Google Ads for Dog Trainers series. Boy, do I have something for you here. All right. In this series, I'm going to share with you exactly how to build a profitable Google Ads campaign for your dog training business. And what I teach in this series can apply to everyone. Whether you're making 5K a month right now and you want to get to 20, or you're making 20K a month, you want to get to 100. If you apply the lessons I'm going to share with you throughout this series, not only will you be able to achieve those revenue goals, but you can say goodbye to the headache of those unpredictable months and wondering where your next client is going to come from, right? Because effectively, what I'm going to teach you how to do in this series is create and implement a money machine into your business where for every dollar you put into that machine, it spits back out 5, 7, 10, $20 to you, right? And you can only imagine how many benefits can come from having a machine like that within your business. Your business suddenly becomes much more scalable, it becomes much more predictable, and the limits to how much you can grow your business with a system like this become endless. All right. Now, with that said, I want to be very clear. This is only going to work for the dog trainers who actually apply themselves, right? There's plenty of trainers out there running ads each and every day and simply just losing money every month. And many of them don't even know it, right? Because they've done a half-ass attempt at trying to build a Google ad campaign. You have to know what you're doing if you want to get this right. With that said, let's go into what this series is and what it is not, right? This is not going to be one of those copy and paste cookie cutter series where I just give you all the texts and all the templates and say, oh, copy this, paste it, and go make some money. It might sound nice to you now to have something like that, but I promise if I were to do that, I'd be doing a massive disservice to you and setting you up for failure in the long run, unquestionably, right? Because we have to remember online marketing is a very dynamic environment, right? Platforms are constantly changing. And in order for you to keep up with the changes, you simply just have to know the evergreen principles that underpin a profitable Google Ads campaign. All right. In this series, I'm going to share with you those principles and those frameworks. All right. And we've all heard the saying, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. In this series, I'm going to teach you how to fish, okay? So you can make profit for the long term, right? Now, why should you listen to me? Well, like I mentioned earlier, my name's Elijah. I'm the owner of a company called IH Pet Marketing, where for the last 2 years, we've been working exclusively with dog trainers to help them get more clients through Google Ads. All right, and at the time of this video, we have around 35 dog training clients and have easily generated multiple seven figures of additional revenue for these clients. All right, and if you want to go ahead and look at some of the results we've gotten, I will scroll through some of those now. So right here we have Rough Academy, 60K in 4 months for a 667% return. And this return is after our expenses and after their Google Ads fees. Okay, so this is their return out the door. 16.4K, 5 weeks for 405% return. We have 47K, 3.5 months, 608% return. We have Upper Level Canine, 71K, 5.5 months for a 512% return. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and scroll through some of these other results here and feel free to pause the video if you want to look at these numbers, okay? All right, so there's just a handful of the results that we've gotten for some of our clients. All right, so you should listen to me because I've been doing this for the last 2 years. I've grown this agency from 0 to 35 clients. There's proof of some of our results there, and we actually do this as a full-time agency, running paid ads for dog trainers. Okay, so I'm going to basically teach you guys everything I know throughout this series. All right, now, with that said, what can you expect from this series? Well, don't expect any fancy editing. Don't expect any sales pitches and no email opt-ins, okay? I'm a business owner. I'm not a YouTuber, so you're not going to get some fancy editing stuff here, all right? At the end of the day, I'm here to put out value for you. I'm not going to hit you with a bunch of sales pitches. and I don't want your email. All right. In this, what you can expect from this series is just straight up raw value. All right. And I promise, if you watch this series through, it'll undoubtedly be some of the best content you've gotten for free on YouTube, without a doubt. Okay. Every video builds on the next. Okay, so this is a 7-part series. Don't go straight to part 6 where we're building out the campaign or straight to part 5 or part 7. Don't skip this. Okay, watch these videos through sequential order. Every video builds on the next. Right? Every video is essential. All right. And throughout the series and throughout these videos, there's going to be different resources that we give you guys, and those will be linked in the description of the YouTube video. We don't want your contact information. We don't want your email. Have the resources, okay? I've already mentioned this, but I just kind of want to go through it a little bit more. Just to be clear, guys, you know, running a Google Ads campaign can completely transform your business. I have seen it with many of our clients, okay? But to do that, it takes work. A lot of people think you can just run an ad and start making money. It's like, no, if that was the case, every business would be rich, right? But there's a reason why plenty of businesses lose money running paid ads. It's because they don't put in the work to learn what is required to build a successful and profitable ad. This will take work from you. Okay, this is not going to be something where tomorrow you have successful ads running and churning out profit. All right, it's going to take a bit of work, but it will be well, well worth it. And I promise you will thank yourself for putting in the work within the next 30 days from watching this video. Okay. And the next year, and the next 2 years, and the next 3 years. This is an investment in your time and it'll be worth it. All right. I'm going to provide you with the information and the resources you need to build out a great Google Ads campaign, but I cannot do the work for you. All right. Recommended criteria before starting. So, ideally, your programs should be anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 if you're going to run paid ads, right? When you start getting below the 1,000 mark, yes, you can still be profitable 100%, but you're going to make much less profit, right? And ideally, what I've seen by far, the trainers who get the best results are charging anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 and even beyond that. But if you're only charging 250 or $500 for a program, after all of your expenses, including paid ads and overhead and everything else, your margins are going to be tiny. So ideally, 1 to 4K is how much your programs, how much you should be charging for your programs, at least the ones you're going to be running paid ads for. Okay. Total addressable market. So you should have a market of at least around 100,000 people. Okay, if you're in the middle of nowhere and you only have 10,000 people, in a population of 10,000 people, you can run ads and you'll probably get some success, but man, it's going to move like a slug and you simply just won't get great results as you would if your market was 100,000 plus people. Okay, so go ahead, look at your service area, go to Google, type in the population of these various cities that you serve, and for most of you, you'll surpass 100,000. Shouldn't be a problem for most of you. Okay. Um, Google reviews. So super important, guys. When someone is going to Google and they're looking for a service, they don't know you yet, they don't like you yet, and they don't trust you yet. You or any of the other trainers out there. So what people do to build that trust is they look at reviews. Okay, and you can rest assured when you're running paid ads and someone's looking at your business, there's a good chance they're going to go to Google and look at the reviews that you have in comparison to other trainers. And so ideally, you should have around 20 reviews with an average of a 4.8 star rating. All right. Um, Budget, ad budget. You should have around $35 per day of an ad budget. All right. You can run a Google ad with $5 a day. Heck, you can run a Google ad with $1 a day. But the rate at which you get leads and the rate at which you can improve your campaign and optimize it will be so slow. It's simply just not even worth it. If you can't afford 1,000 a month right now on Google Ads, it's okay. Give yourself some time, build your business up, and make it to where you can, once you're able to afford 1,000 a month on Google Ads, then go ahead and take this leap. But if all you have is 300 a month to spare, I personally I wouldn't even try it right now. Okay, so About 35 a day minimum ad budget, roughly 1,000 per month would be my suggestion as far as your minimum budget, okay? What outcome can you expect by the end of this series? I've already mentioned this a bit, but to just go through once more. If you put in the work, you will possess the skills to create a money generating machine that can be turned up or down at will and generate a consistent flow of high quality leads year round. All right, my goal with this series is to make this possible for every dog trainer that deserves it. With that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.